Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I come to you guys with some exciting news. The Steam update you guys have all been waiting for is currently in beta testing, and I think it's something that a lot of you guys obviously will be very excited about. It's something that, Steam should have implemented a long time ago, and I think it's going to improve the sales of one genre of games. I think you guys know where I'm going with this, but there's also some other updates that I do want to talk about, and I do want to once again give you guys a heads up as like all of the, Steam talk has been around the winter sale. Year in review for 2023. I was about to say 2022. It is damn 2024. 2023 is live. Go ahead and check that out. I find it fascinating, like information, and I'll talk a little bit about it at the end of this video, but first of all, shopping cart update and private games. Let's talk about private games first, you guys. Private games. Steam has long supported multiple levels of privacy for your Steam profile and your entire games list. However, there are times when you might want to keep a few of those games that you own off those lists. Starting today, you'll be able to mark specific games as private, and they'll disappear from anywhere they'd be viewed by someone other than you. This includes your ownership, in-game status, playtime, and activity in the game. This additional control allows you to keep most of your Steam library visible to your friends so they can see what you're playing and join in, yet also keep a few of those games just to yourself. There are 3 places where a game can be marked as private: from your shopping cart, your game list, which is accessible from a web browser, and from your Steam client library, game page settings, and manage. How about that, guys? I know you just don't want your friends to see how many hours you've put into Team Fortress 2, or maybe you don't want them to see how much you played Dota 2 and rage on that, but let's be real. We all know why private games is being implemented. Alright, to be fair, this is just a nice feature to have. I remember back on the Xbox 360, you would get bullied back in the day if you were, into Japanese games and JRPGs. It was wild, the type of stuff, you would get told if you were, playing, I don't know, a niche JRPG. I remember one time on 360, I was playing, I think, Lost Odyssey, and some people, I was set to online at that point, and some of my boys that would be, your COD, your bro shooter guys, and keep in mind, I was, 12, 13 years old at this point. They're just yo, what is this Lost Odyssey game? And then they just started roasting you. And I remember after that, for a while, for a solid 3 to 5 years, whenever I would play a Japanese game or a game that would be deemed a loser game by my group of friends back then, I would just be I would just stealthily go and appear offline to prevent the bullying from happening. Yes, this is what I was dealing with growing up. And I remember also doing that for Phantasy Star Universe. That was a game that was on the Xbox 360, and it was an online Japanese action RPG, and my boys would be playing Call of Duty, incessantly inviting you, and then you'd be oh no, I gotta appear offline so I can play some Phantasy Star. But I digress. Yes, it could happen from that vantage point as well. But I think we all know why. I mean, you look at those damn new releases every week on Steam, and this is just my goodness, I can't believe they are popping off like that. And guess what? Now that this is being implemented, they finna pop off even more. But, yeah, you guys know where I'm getting with this. But nonetheless, private games, nice new feature being added. Shopping cart updates as well. The Steam Store's updated shopping cart includes some handy new features. Inline gifting, just in time for the holidays, you can now purchase gifts from multiple friends and yourself without having to make multiple purchases. Plus, gift messaging has been simplified to speed up the checkout process. I don't know if you guys are like me, but when it comes to gifting stuff on Steam, I always add an insult. I'm messaging my boys that obviously I'm close friends with, but if you're getting a gift from me, there's no way I'm telling you some nonsense like Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. It's going to be a deep-rooted insult from me. So those have to be very much meticulously well thought out and crafted for each individual person. So, I will never be gift messaging, being simplified. No, we need that. For me, I need that to be as in-depth as possible. And then also one cart across all devices. Items your shopping cart will now follow you across all devices when you're signed into Steam. Note that during the beta, the cart will only be accessible within the beta client. And private purchasing, keeping your games private starts before you even make a purchase, so the new cart lets you mark a game as private before you check out. So once again, for those of you finna pop off on some of those new Steam releases, I don't know, like some of these games have like 4 or 5 iterations of them, so like, yeah, you guys are feasting. And honestly, like, we'll never get the numbers, but it would be fascinating to know how the sales numbers of those games improve as private games is being implemented on Steam as well. But I digress. You guys already know the deal with that. So that update is currently in the beta period, the client beta. You'll start seeing a new version of the shopping cart, and also you'll be able to mark stuff as private. So cool stuff there. Moving on from that, I do also want to quickly reiterate the Steam 2023 year-in review is live right now. It's kind of like the Spotify Wrapped gimmick, where it gives you an idea of everything that you've played on Steam, if you use the controller, you know, etc., etc. Your most played games, all that good stuff. And I find that, you know, looking back throughout the year, yeah, it probably tells you how much of a loser you are. I mean, I definitely got a little bit of that, but also, you know, it's fascinating to go through how much of your game time did you do on a controller versus keyboard and mouse. And, you know, I feel like more so every year, my game time with the controller it's now exponentially higher than whenever I game with keyboard and mouse. Like, these days, because I just don't play a lot of competitive multiplayer games anymore, shooters, I'm using a controller most of the times, and even when I play competitive shooters these days, it's with a controller. When I was playing MW2 back in fall of 2022, it was entirely with a controller. Halo Infinite, entirely with a controller. Like, I would mess around with KBM for a little bit, but I'm a washed up old man at this point, so it's like, you know, playing with keyboard and mouse really isn't my time anymore, and I don't really play MOBAs these days either, so it's like, you know, everything I do, play Japanese RPGs, single-player action games, open-world games, like, it's all stuff that most people are using with controllers. And it's crazy to see, like, the median of how many people unlock X amount of achievements, and the median of how many people, you know, have login streaks or whatever. I like crush the median across the board, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys that are into video games crush the median, just because there are so many people that have Steam installed, play 1 or 2 games, and then they just leave it installed, and then it launches with their browser. They're more busy playing RuneScape, World of Warcraft, League, whatever the case may be, and Steam is just, you know, one of those applications that they just don't use that often. That's really a lot of people on Steam, so I think that median is weighted down a little bit just by, you know, that group of people. But at the same time, like, maybe I'm just a loser if I'm just like, I am orders of magnitude higher than the median in all of those categories available. Like, we're talking like crazy above the median, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are too. So like, all my boys that are super into video games that did this recap, they were all ahead of the median by a considerable amount as well. So I just find that a little interesting. I'm guessing this is gauging among the Steam users that use Steam at least once throughout the calendar year. That's what I assume, but I don't know that for a fact. But check out your year in review and let me know in the comment section down below if anything really does surprise you, or, you know, if you notice anything wild. Like, I got boys that like, one of my friends is super into Destiny 2, so it's like his whole thing was crushed by Destiny 2, whereas, you know, myself, I have like a varied lineup of games that I play every year. Like, I don't have that one game that I constantly go back to, where I have like an insane amount of hours in that game versus the others. You guys get the point. But that'll do it for me. Again, shopping cart updates and private games to Steam update you've all been waiting for. That is live in beta, and I'll let you guys know when it officially goes live. And Steam year in review, check that out for yourself, guys, and let me know if you see anything interesting. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.